Hey guys, Nox here. My brother is currently playing a game for me because my 1v1 is absolutely atrocious. So I'm going to do commentary for this video that we played together. It was a really good map control sort of scenario, so I'm going to go over that a little bit. So here we go. Okay, so we played Tundra. Both of us played Oranos. Against We were playing against Loki, which was red, and then, or no, sorry, Thor, which was red, and then Loki, which was green. So right off the bat, me and Adrian are playing our typical Atlantean high hunt strategy. See, both of us are doing the same exact thing. You put up a economic guild right off the bat. High hunt, hunting dogs, 2-1-1, or 2 food, 1 wood, 1 gold. Another two on food. Continue, advance, build up a house, build up a temple. Basically, same exact strategy. So I'm gonna fast forward through this because it's basically, while that's happening, you scout as well. Find this town center really quickly. Build up a temple. About to advance. Over here, 430 advance, which is really quick. Adrian advances also. Adrian advances 430. I'm follow him in 1240, I believe. So we have both advanced pretty quickly. Basically, same strategy. Put up a counter barrack. Put up a military academy. Murmillos, Terma, raid. Simple enough, and valid too. We both do it, I think, at the same time. So here I got a raiding army going on, and here, okay. So I'm playing up. I found out I'm playing against Loki. So he's got a little army over here rushing. So I just send an army of 6 raiders while I'll hang this back, 3 heroes just in case he spawns myth units to kill whatever myth units he spans. But I keep this army here and start spamming chariots because chariots are amazing against Hersiers. So just in case. Adrian's getting raided over here with this Valkyrie, but I mean, it's just an annoyance. She doesn't really do much. So Adrian's gonna build up his raiding army, and then he's gonna start raiding. So right now, I'm throwing this up, trying to find his villagers, little scout, find them, kill them, or at least harass them, come back. And I got this army brewing in the back. Once I find his town settlement and I start building, I'm gonna send another army. But again, I'm holding this back because I know I'm playing against Loki. I'm assuming that he's gonna rush. So I got this army hanging back while I raid with that. Once that dies, if that dies, I come back. But he wasn't keen on actually rushing me. He was more afraid of this whole raiding thing, which was absolutely great because when you're playing Loki and you think that they're gonna rush, do the same thing, rush, harass. His army over here is following me. So I basically shifted my armies left and right, and they just follow me all over the map. Adrian's doing the same exact thing over here, sending a little bigger army. He's gonna shift around, find the villagers, harass the villagers, make them hide. And you'll see over here, I think he had like 11 or 12 wood villagers that get harassed. He has to retract them and whatever 30-second of that raid, he doesn't gather anything. So he's gonna harass a little bit, kill a few. And then, raiding is really important. Shockwave over here so he doesn't get tagged. A little more time, kill a few villagers. It's basically a pain in the ass. As an Atlantean player, it's really, really important, especially early in the game, to do a little bit of raiding. This Valkyrie is going to get destroyed by the army that's building over here. But it's really important that you raid. See, I got this raid, and then basically harass these villagers, harass these gold villagers, make them run away. Just basically be a pain in the ass, and you have to do that. You have good units that can do that, especially fast units. And shift, go around, and just look at this army. They're following me. Hide the villagers. Put the villagers in the area of the town center and start building. He follows me with everything that he's got right now. Adrian destroys his Valkyrie really quick. He's got this raiding party again. He went through here, found some villagers. His army caught up with him, so he basically shifted them all around. And I think my army got stuck here. Okay, so I still got this army brewing. Adrian's already in classical or heroic age. So right now I'm kept up on population. I'm gonna build another house here in a sec. Once I get kept out on population, I'm gonna wait till I get my resources into heroic to follow Adrian. And I don't know. I think I sent a few more. I soon realized that my population's up. Okay, so Adrian's raiding over here, destroying buildings, destroying whatever gold dwarfs he had. Harass some more wood villages. It's really important because, the Atlantean units are pretty good when it comes to the rating, but once you get into heroic or mythic age, those units lose a little value, except maybe the fanatics that are pretty good. You got to do some damage right off the bat to just get map control. And that's Adrian. That's exactly what Adrian's got going on. He sends one. He's sending one raiding army because the other one's chilling over here while he's going to build this town center. That's the first step towards map control. He takes this over, spams a few buildings around, spams more units. He's still got this army protecting just in case the guy comes. This one is just raiding, shifting all over the place just in case he needs to come back. If not, he's going to come back in and harass some more villagers. And harassing those villagers is really good because it keeps the Red's mind off of maybe going over here and start building up, and he just makes him wonder, hey, where's the next time Adrian's going to raid? It's unexpected. He probably doesn't have a lot of maps surrounding, and Adrian's just gonna harass him, and he'll have to come back and find his pawn. So harassing is really good. And while all is that happening, look, Adrian's building up. He's gonna build up. So I'm sending my army over here, and this is gonna be a crucial mistake number one that you should never do, and you'll see here in a second. So I'm just gonna play it fast. Adrian's basically raiding. So I send this army onto. I noticed that he's building a little to the left. So I went on this, and this is absolutely ridiculously stupid. You shouldn't do that because it's a waste of units. I almost destroyed it. But I'm lucky that Green really didn't have any army or it was hanging back. So it was basically a waste of some units. Should have waited a little bit. So I come back, and at this point I noticed I'm still already in heroic, which is great. Adrian's got this army over here, throws up a counter barrack, like I said. He's going to build another building over there. He's already in heroic, so a few palaces here and there. This settlement over here it proved to be quite important when it comes to my battle for map control with Green. Adrian's basically got it. Like, this army over here is just going. I mean, look at that. He notices a few buildings over here, so he's going to destroy this. I don't understand why Green went this way instead of towards me. Well, like he should have. Those buildings would have been great, like over here, and then start spamming units out of there, but, I mean, who knows? So he started building them over here. Adrian saw that, so he's just going to take care of 2 temples right off the bat, which is important. Okay, so Red is raiding over here, not a big deal. Bait him into the town center, hide the Atlantean villager. Town center will take care of this. I'm not really worried about this raid over here, just in case he starts attacking this. Look at these get picked off real quick. So Adrian's destroying these temples, and he'll notice here soon that springs up another temple. Exactly, map control, build a few buildings, towers, whatever he's gonna use, and you'll see later Adrian. This army getting attacked over here, just basically he's going to start attacking, destroying some houses, harassing Green, making him build over some of the buildings that he lost, basically keeping me afoot. And I got this lazy army over here. I'm going to start moving it soon. There's one thing that I didn't do, and this is really stupid of me, and like those are the only military buildings I got going on right now, these two, right? So if he comes in with an army and for some reason destroys it, he's also in heroic, sends a battle bolt, destroys it, so I got no army spamming. So this was really stupid. What I should have done, those two, that's okay, but spam a few more just in case these get destroyed. Keep spamming up. I sent this guy to do this town center, but I'm already in heroic age. Spam a palace here, spam a palace here, build a wall over here, then build your town center, which I didn't do. I built a town center over here right off the bat, and that thing will get taken out real quick. So while Adrian's doing this, raiding a little bit over here, Red takes advantage of that and starts attacking this town center. So Adrian has to come back with his army. He gave me enough time for Green to start worrying about these houses, start worrying about him, so he's probably amassing the army a little bit over here to just build up. While that's happening, I'm sending my force over there. I think I finally go for, yeah. So I go here, he's got his army, like I said, he's building up over here. I send this army because I figured this town center is almost dead. We build it a little bit, but I send it, and then immediately, with 10 heresiers that he's got going on, he uses flaming weapons. And that's I think it's a complete waste of power. So he uses flaming weapons and immediately, abandon ship. I don't even care that this town center isn't dead. Just go away. Like, look at this. He wastes his flaming weapons. I'm gonna run away completely. He's gonna start wasting these, wasting seconds off that precious flaming weapons. Bring him into my base, and with 7 seconds left, his flaming weapon's gonna go down and crap. And it's really easy to destroy. I destroy these 10 heresiers, build up my army again, and that's it. So, look, building up this town. So that raid that was sent towards Adrian whatever red, when he was coming back with his army, destroyed the town center, but it's perfectly okay. Once this army got in here, red quickly realized he's going to lose, so he just went back. Adrian built his town center really quickly, no big deal, spraying another palace, spamming destroyers, put a spare that tree. Basically, he's got great map control. Now all of his army is going over here towards this town center, which is really smart, because once he gets enough resources, and he's still got it over here. Red knows that once he goes in here, he's gonna have to meet his army. So what Adrian's doing right now is realizing that if he takes that town center over and spams a few buildings right up there, Red has zero map control. He can basically build buildings all over the place, spam all of his units over here, and Red knows that he'll have to get either three. Oh, see, even he walled it off. Adrian probably saw that. He walled it off, so Adrian knows there's no gates. There's no way that Red's gonna come through here. So he's going to build this over, build a palace, build a counter barrack or a military academy, wherever he decides to build. And basically, Red is only going to come through here, and he's going to create a bottleneck, and that will be it. And you'll see it towards later. So Adrian sends his army over here, harass, battle. He's got units spamming, good economy, so he knows those buildings are going, or those things are going to be built fast. So he's basically preoccupying this while he builds this up. He builds up his town center, spams buildings. Okay, so again, this is absolutely crappy, and I'm only commentating this game because I've seen my brother play a lot of games, so I can pick up on a few things, and everybody knows that they become experts when they're watching, but it's a lot shitty when you play. So this is, look how shitty I'm doing over here. I wasn't thinking about this in the game. So again, I got these two buildings. Those are the only two military buildings that I got except this temple and this town center, and my opponent's just cutting wood. So it's horrible. I got really, really, really lucky that green didn't push forward, because he should have destroyed me. And you'll see later, man, I'm in a heroic cage for what? Freaking like 8 minutes, I don't even have a single palace. So I got lucky that I was playing against an opponent that wasn't really rushing himself. Maybe he had some problems, I don't know. Anyway, like I said, he builds this, sprangs a palace, more buildings, destroyers spam, army over here, brings him in range with the town center, brings his army over. Red's gonna attack, and then just retract because he knows he's got no chance. So at this point, Adrian's comfortably standing in here, having really good control and basically doing whatever he's got. Okay, so green send this army over here attacking my town center again. This is the problem that I had the entire game. Throw up a wall over here, upgrade the wall. Immediately I know that he attacks me, and I have my time to bring all my army. He's gonna absolutely obliterate this and start like raving havoc all over my thing over here, and it's just really, 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 really annoying. So here I go. I'm trying to spring a palace. I finally realized that there's only way I'm gonna do is build a few more buildings. So I want to talk to you if I brought this. Well, Adrian over here is just basically going back and forth, springing up buildings. That's it. So Adrian's got good map control. If you ever play Atlantean and you're playing against Norse, you know he's going to spam battle boars. These Stymphalian birds are a great tool. I got 4 of them. Look how quickly they kill those battle boars. And you can see that the shots are even missing. So not all of them are hitting. They're all sprayed. But I mean, look at that. These myth units just go down. Crap. So these Stymphalian birds, especially against Norse, because they'll be spamming those fire giants and mythic, and they'll be spamming those battle boars with the usual. Those birds are a great idea. Because honestly, the only Norse unit that can really touch it is the throwing axemen, and they're infantry and they're pretty crappy, especially if they're not upgraded, so they're very easily defendable or killed. Units over here. Adrian's got all of his units flagged over here, so even if he's losing these, they just get brought back really quickly. He's got good map control over here. He's gonna send that over here, and he's gonna start building a few more buildings. So Adrian's safe. Adrian's comfortable right now. So I'm gonna go talk a little bit about this. Okay. So I finally figured out that the only way I'm gonna do this is build in order to win this map control is actually throw a palace in front, throw some buildings in front, do actually something other than just try to build this. So this is exactly what I'm doing over here. I'm going to try to build this palace, build another palace over here, and this isn't going to work because he's going to absolutely obliterate me with this army that he's got going on over here right now. But that's the idea. I finally figured out that's what I got to do, and it should have been done really quickly. I had so much time to even double wall it or build a few buildings. I still only have the only 2 military buildings are these 2. Shitty as hell. You learn from your mistakes. This is like what, 4 days in. You pick up on these things again. Good micro. Green had a really crappy micro. Stymphalian birds attacking myth units, just absolutely obliterating their crap. The Mermillas are attacking their cavalry. That's already destroyed. Those chariots are amazing against Herseers. So right here I'm pulling the army back just to bring him in the range of my palace, like so. Then the chariots attack the Herseers, and spam those Stimphilian birds, because whatever he spams as meth units, those Stimphilian birds will tear apart really quickly. Look at that, shit's almost done. So again, he comes back because he realizes that this is maybe he doesn't want to lose a lot of units, and I'm gonna come back as well because I'm getting into a range. So that's just smart over here. I lost his town center. He's got this battle boar almost dead, and this fire and this giant over here is Stimphilian birds again. 1, 2, 3, destroy. 1, 2, 3, destroyed. Really easy. Come back. Again, going back over this town center, this is going to be really important, but it's crappy job. Should have been done a little bit early. So I'm going to show you here. This is something that I was really confused about, and I got really lucky that green wasn't that really important. So two things going on at the same time. So he's sending this raiding cavalry, which I don't think is a big deal. I basically am going to hide all my villagers and let the town center take care of it while I retract all those infantry and bring them back into the battle. While this is happening, he used all those 9 Herseers to build this halfway, and I attacked him with 3 birds, killed 1 Herseer, and he retracted. It didn't make any sense to me. It would have been much smarter to just build this, maybe, in my opinion, but maybe not. It's probably because I sent those 6 destroyers or 5 destroyers over here while all of his army was up here and his cavalry was raiding. I basically sent that army to destroy one's hill force. Maybe he thought that he needs it, so he retracted his Herseers back. But I figured that he maybe should have bought that, finished that, and then come back. Anyways, this cavalry is basically raiding, but I don't really care about it at all. I got those lazies, which I'm going to figure out over here. Basically shift them all over the map, bring them back into the town center range. Shockwave this. I think I even attacked this because I realized they're so weak. No, okay. Oh, Adrian Stimphilian birds. I guess he had my back. I wasn't paying attention. So, this, whatever cavalry gets to get taking over. So, okay, finally figure out I need a little more buildings. So I'll start spamming palaces over here. I figured that I have enough armies and enough Stimphilian birds to take care of whatever he sends to build this. So right now I'm going to build over here just in case so he doesn't screw me over with those cavalry again. And then start throwing in buildings behind. So set up the back first and then go forward. And I'm going to go over quickly to Adrian. Okay, so basically I'm not really focusing on Adrian because Adrian's basically got it all figured out. Those destroyers are attacking. Look at this map control. So he's got this little forward base over here protecting his gold mines. He's spamming units from all day. He's spamming units from these buildings into here. He built up a palace over here. He's got this. Look at these. Another building, another counter barrack over here. He's throwing in another palace. Basically, great map control. Red is basically choking over here, and Adrian has enough resources to spam those units. Cap population. Everything is spamming. There's no way Red can do anything about this other than just come back with his armies and try to build in the back to bring in a few more armies. Red at this point only has 2 town centers. Adrian's got 4 because he took his. So Adrian's got a massive population boost right now with some good micro. Adrian just really obliterates. So this is not worth paying attention to until Red Ragnarok's. So I got an army over here. Basically, I figured that me and Red are just gonna go back and forth. So I'm gonna hang his army. He's hanging his army. We both got the same. No, he's got population. How did he? Jesus. Wow, I am amazed that I didn't get my ass handed to me earlier. Because I think this is a time where his army just obliterates me. Okay, so shitty. I started doing these things. Maybe another palace. Maybe something in front here. Few towers. Few more buildings. Again, these are the only 2 military buildings that I got going on. I think at this time I'm spamming things. But Adrian over here, okay, so he got into Mythic Age. As soon as he got into Mythic Age, he spammed the Tartarian Gate over here to basically make Red focus on this. Green's already into Mythic Age, so he sent this Nidhogg to help. But I mean, he's got these chariots attacking this Nidhogg. Adrian's gonna go back with this army, hopefully get this Nidhogg to fall a little so those palaces can shoot him too. Green obviously doesn't fall first, so he's just gonna fly over here. Okay, this is where I'm getting my ass handed to me. And this is really bad because I should have built this around, but because he does have the population boost on me, and again this wall isn't up here, he can sneak the entire army in here and obliterate me over here really quickly, and my army is not going to do anything. So I got these Stimphilians that are focusing on this Fire Giant, um, but this Fire Giant is destroying me. Look at all these terraces, but here again, green, look at all these armies that are not doing anything. It's basically going left and right, and I just used my crazy micro to dish Cheerios to destroy these Hersiers. I mean, I'm trying to do my best. He takes down my Stimphilians that are destroying these myth units over here that I thought I'm gonna do good. And look, these Hershey's are just walking. Destroy this, build over this town center, throw a hill fort over here, sneak one to build a few long houses here, maybe a few towers. If not, just build up this way over there and just basically take control. I don't know. Look at this. He's maybe attacking, maybe not. So at this point, I'm already in Mythic, so I'm spamming Fanatics because it's the only thing that's gonna really save me. My improvements aren't good, so heavy Fanatics. His improvements are absolutely shitty. The Jarls are the basic. The throwing axemen are really the basic. So, I mean, he has no improvements. So my Fanatics just do amazing damage, and it's really awesome. While again, Adrian is just basically attacking over here. The spam destroyers, spam Fanatics, destroy town centers. Build another palace over here. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Map control, something I should have done a lot earlier. And I'm just getting destroyed. Look at these lazies. They're not doing anything. Build this freaking thing and destroy me already. Not really, but that's what he should have done. I got so lucky this player wasn't good. I realized that the only thing that really can save me is I have to start building the front. I realized, okay, maybe I need to put up a few more buildings. So I started doing that, put up more buildings in the back, onto the side, put up a palace. I realized that green isn't really doing much over here, not being very disorganized with his attack. And he's bringing all these things, so I basically get these palaces, attack his archers in the back, while my chariots are attacking these Hersiers. Micro chariots, Hersiers, just use it. I'm gonna get this destroyed, but again, he doesn't have much of an army, and with this Nidhogg, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Anyway, those fanatics over here start destroying. Again, upgraded. He doesn't have any upgrades, so I basically take control over here. And yes, I'm getting raided. I'm being outpopulated. But I'm playing against an opponent that doesn't really have a good micro or doesn't really have good improvements. It's fine. Turn back. It's not a big deal. Turn back. Build a few things. Put up another temple. Put up a few buildings over here. Spam from the back. Let his army waste. Bring the Nidhogg within the range. He comes back or tries to go through here. That's completely fine. I see it, so it's not a big deal. Send all my army to follow. And just build. See? And I got attacked, and I still managed to build up 4 buildings. And I'm not really worried about it, but so this is the only thing that saved me while Adrian's going over here. So I mean, all these units are spamming destroyers and fanatics into that. So and fire siphons too now, destroying hill forts and destroying the houses and destroying everything. So I got really lucky here. Green should have had me. That's fine. Just bring another palace. Look, another palace. I'm not really worried about it. House these guys. Let the army destroy. Bring the fanatics over. He's still not upgraded, so I'm not even too worried about this. I'm just gonna send this army of what? 5 fanatics and 3 more millas, and I'll be fine. Should be housing these guys soon. Yep, here you go. I think I lose one, but I housed them really quick. Use the palace to start taking over units. Bring these fanatics over here. Stimphilian burst just in case he spams. He spams his Valkyrie, so I just use that Stimphilian to destroy that Valkyrie, which is really good against myth units. He's too busy destroying these. My palaces start picking off his really weak throwing axemen. Not a big deal. My fanatics destroy this, and he's got nothing going on over it. Look, I mean, okay, this is fine, absolutely fine. Put up a building here. Put up a building there. Use some more map control. Because right now, I mean, you're not doing anything. And over here, I think he starts sending this to start building this, and that's completely fine. But I already got this army over here that's absolutely obliterated him. So I send it. He realizes it, so he comes back. This cavalry over here is attacking me. That's okay. My, heavy or medium? Heavy Murmillo is destroying his Ulf Jarls. Basic upgrade, really easy. It's not a big deal. And infantry is really good against cavalry, so again, just start spamming units that counteract the units that he's using. Just be smart about it. Send us more mills over here. That's fine. Unhouse my villagers and start building more. Okay, so Adrian at this point destroy the town center. This constant onslaught of fire siphons, Stimphilian birds, and fanatics and destroyers that he's got going on is basically tearing Red apart. And the only way that he's gonna save himself, which we'll see here in a bit, is Ragnarok. while me and Green are really tagging him around. But at this point, I pushed him enough, made him focus on this, and these four giant fire giants are really good. You should spam them early. It was about time that you used them. Not a big deal though. Put up another palace. I think I'm gonna put up another one. Uh, he's not really doing anything. Like he's just walking with them. So here I figured that I'm gonna put up another thing. This is destroying, so there's no way this is gonna get built. So I use these fanatics over here to destroy that hill fort because he's still spamming that cavalry. Shockwave a little bit. Do everything to destroy this hill fort. Go back and then start picking off that fire giant. This was basically done. So once he starts getting destroyed over here, so destroy this first, then go back over there. That hill fort is in range with whatever I build over here. So I wanted to destroy that, destroy this really quickly, while my army is still looping all the way over there. Okay, so Adrian over here again, spare that tree. Everything basically destroys houses. Stimfilling birds, Valkyries. I think once this Hellfort goes down, Ragnarok time. Okay, so he's still using this. My fanatics are doing great against these throwing axemen that are really not upgraded. I Valor already. I make them into heroes and start picking these fire giants over. But I mean, I'm capped out. I think I'm capped out on population. No, not yet. Okay. But basically, I start getting more units. I'm running out of food, so I'll probably fix that. And I still got a Tartarian gate. But right now, I just got these guys taking care of this fire giants. He's basically all over the place with this fire giants, which is really easy. Okay, so I finally built up this town center. Maybe I should have put up another tower, two more towers or something in here, but that's fine. I feel like he's already busy. He spammed a lot of these, so he's probably low on resources or still got a population cap or something, I don't know, but I basically got units that are spamming, destroying this, and he's focused on this, so he's probably not even seeing that I'm buying this. That's completely fine. I'm going to speed this up. So I'm building that up. Okay, so here Adrian's absolutely destroying. He destroys that town center, and he starts building his town center over here. And once that happens, there's just no way Red has to use Ragnarok. And he's absolutely capped up at full population for villagers. So he's got 100 Ragnarok heroes about attacking. He takes care of this army, takes care of that. Look at these guys. Me and him are going back and forth. I build up this town center and start building palaces in front. You'll see here and here. Once I destroy this hill fort that he's building. But Adrian, this Ragnarok power, 100 upgraded, fully upgraded heroes are ridiculous. So, really quickly, this Ragnarok is going to start being a pain in the ass. Rightfully so. So Adrian starts building more counter barracks in the back, and starts spelling Charios, and then he also started spamming Arcus, because those two are really good at destroying infantry. That's the only thing he's got spamming on right now, in hopes of destroying or slowing down the Ragnarok. But that Ragnarok destroys all the units that he's got going on over here. Let's see over here. He's losing his population, understandably so. He's chilling in the back, building up units over here. He's building up these things because he knows he's going to need them. And this Ragnarok starts going on him. Again, I'll play fast. Starts going on him. Look at these heroes. Takes over that. Uses this amazing forest fire. This is a great use of this god power because brings these palaces halfway done. And these Ragnaroks are basically destroying all these units. Takes down these palaces with ease. Destroys this forward base. Destroys that forward base. At this point, also, while that's happening, I'm realizing that Adrian's going to need some help. And look, I put up 2 palaces in front of this. I put up a tower. So I completely know that whatever's Green doing or the way he's been playing, I'm not really going to need any more help. I've already taken that, so I got the population the same as him. I'm spamming the units. So this army I'm preparing to send over to Adrian, because I know he's going to need it. These Ragnaroks are basically doing really good damage. Adrian's still spamming. He's building up in the back now. A little well inside over here. And I send this army over here, my entire army of fanatics that I had going on at my Melos, and basically take care of this, destroy this. Attack over here, he's going to destroy this town center, but that's okay, because while he was preoccupied with getting destroyed that town center, my units started picking up at these Ragnaroks, and me and Adrian's army, both of us, basically destroyed all this Ragnarok. And at this point, Adrian knows that Red probably sacrificed a lot of his villagers, so he's rebuilding his economy. After Ragnarok, it's really important, especially if you don't destroy. Right now, Ragnarok is great. He destroyed both the forward bases, but at this point, he has no army and no villagers or working economy to replenish that. And he's going to need that. He might have resources to do that for now, but it's never going to last a while. Adrian's still getting resources, so Adrian knows that it's not a big deal. Right now, he's going to spam a few units, send them over there, bring his Atlantean villagers back in, and start rebuilding. This is happening. Look at this. Build up another palace. At this point, I know Green can't really do much. Build another palace, a few more towers, a few more military buildings, and I'm just pressing forward. At this point, I know Adrian just defeated the Ragnarok, and Red's gonna start spamming fire giants, and that's okay. So I know Adrian's good, and I know Adrian's rebuilding. He will rebuild over here, a few more buildings just in case. He's still got this town center, so he doesn't really need to go for this yet. That's okay. He lost this. That's perfectly fine. No big deal. And I know Green has to be rebuilding his economy right now. Or at least, that's the plan. Yeah, I mean, he's going to start spamming these guys to get his economy back because he's hanging out with this force. He knows if that force starts attacking, gets destroyed, there's absolutely nothing that can defend them. So Adrian is rebuilding, and so is Red. Okay, at this point, all my units are spamming into this. He starts using fire giants. That's fine. I turn my stuff into heroes. Destroy another palace. Destroy these guys. A few of them. That's okay. He destroys this one. I just put another one in his place. No big deal. I have good map control over here with units spamming. So basically, just destroying. Again, Adrian, look, he starts rebuilding over here. He already built up this town center. Builds another palace. So whatever Red did damage with that Ragnarok, it's okay. Adrian's just going to build it right back over, use his armies to slow down, and Red over here had some few fire giants with this army, so this army was pretty good. But like I said, again, he's rebuilding his economy, so this is basically a distraction. While he might actually return it as soon as Adrian starts bringing in units. Adrian's got units in the back, understandably so, because he got Ragnarok, so he started building in the back. Now he's just basically spamming units in here. Smart. His entire infantry goes down. His Hesperidai go down. These Jarls and these Pulsars that he had go down. Once those fire giants get attacked, he's gonna retract back, and he's just gonna keep building. Smart. I'm basically attacking his military buildings. Over here, destroyed military building. Destroyed this. I got fanatics. Divided my force in 3 parts. Attacked all of his units left and right. And at this point, Green is going to resign. Started going after his population here, so he can't spam those units. Destroy the houses, destroy that temple, destroy those houses. He's still got those fire giants, but that's perfectly okay. Those Mormellas and those fanatics are pretty good, great upgrade. I think I make them into heroes and destroy that really quickly. These chariots, and then, like I said, all my buildings right now are flagged inside Green's base. I'm just waiting until he resigns, because he doesn't have a chance. At this point, Adrian builds an army. No point in fighting him in the open. He brings him back into the range of all these buildings. Red knows that, so he's going to come back. Red's been a really good player when it comes to that. He had his back against the wall with the map control that Adrian got really early in the game. But he's smart, going back and forth. At this point, Green resigns. I think I go after his town center. He resigns because he loses that. So I basically flag all my buildings, send all my units over to help out Adrian and attack Green. At this point, the game is going to be over. Adrian's got this economy. He knows I'm coming in, so there's no point of hanging back. He starts attacking. My army comes in over here, attacks whatever he had going on over here, starts attacking here, and then there goes my entire army with fully upgraded heroes, because I knew I'm going to be fighting fire giants, and Adrian's just spamming buildings. And at this point, it's really over. Red's gonna lose his town center, and after the hill fort and a few more buildings, he's gonna resign. But basically, this map is really good to show. The reason why we show this map is not necessarily because, there were some good things and some bad things that we could talk about. First of all, Atlantean raiding, quite important because it slows down the person and it becomes an annoyance, and that's pretty smart. You have to do some of the raiding, just basically throw the person off guard. You never know when you're gonna come with an army, so he starts caring about that. So raiding, pretty important. You might want, it's really important to do that. Second of all, map control really important. Adrian got it right off the bat, and they just made his life a lot easier. If Red kept pushing a little bit and started building his buildings a little faster, I don't know. Uh, Maybe Adrian would have had a little harder time, but because he got some great map control, uh, it was really easy. Even if the Ragnar came and raised both of his forward bases to the ground, don't panic, build up in the back, send some units. Those Ragnar's eventually gonna go down, especially if you have good upgraded units. And then what not to do, I showed you exactly what I should have done with the control I had. I got a little lucky that Green wasn't as aggressive as he maybe should have been. So, you got a town center like that, little buildings over here, spam a few units, especially if you're capped in population. Yeah, raid, but while you're raiding, build some units, build some buildings, a few of them, over here, over here. This town center, I built this town center first. That's okay. Put up the wall, upgrade the wall twice, and it's gonna take about a minute or so without siege weapons, or a minute and a half to go down that wall. In that time, I can build a palace in the back or two and send my entire army over. So again, that's what I should have done, and then started spamming buildings. It wasn't until 20 some minutes in that I had more than a palace and two buildings in the back or in the front over here. So my map control over here, whatever I was doing was absolutely atrocious, and you learn from these things. So, all right, well, thanks a lot for listening. Ned should be back. He's absolutely destroying someone right now.
No, dude,
No,
it's freaking like equal, man. It's tough.
equal. Okay, so he's playing a tough game, so I'm not gonna bother him until he finishes it. But yeah, if you have any questions about anything, let me know. Let Nid know. We'll be glad to answer them. More videos on the way. We got, I think, 2 or 3 lined up, and they're really good. Especially one 3v3 that Adrian played today. Holy crap, man, was that a game or what? I told him to resign, and he did it, and he won the game, which was awesome. Basically, so yeah. Thanks, and see you guys later.